Hello, everybody. Uh, what a crazy days, with all the shift that's going on. Today, someone sent me a message this afternoon about her twin, and has been separate for 20 years. They're trying to figure out the things out, and uh, I had some yesterday. Someone said, "Well, Dio, I have things that I want to ask you from my twin flame relationship." And I had a phone call, a video call, conference with her, and end up that she's already also on 20 years plus into twin flame relationship. And what's going on with this picture? It's about the people ask me about the questions. Dio, why is all this about? And let me just read you the article. Hi Dio, I really need your advice with my journey. I honestly do not know what to do. I've been on this journey for over 20 years, but really difficult the last three and a half. You gave great advice. I watch your videos faithfully and know you can help me. My twin is married and I let go and he comes closer, but it's reappeared cycle that get us nowhere. He's been in his situation, has it a lot worse than I do, but the ache of my aunt is difficult as well. 20 plus years. As long time to been doing this. We were together for 2 years. So these two people who's been together for 2 years. In the beginning we were young. We had to always return to each other. You're correct. True love does return. But the obstacles are higher than even realized. Please help if you can't. Thank you, Jodi Collins. Hi, Jodi. Um, Here's the thing, and it happens to a lot of twin flames. So even that with that twin flame that I just had a video conference with her, there is something very strange happened within the twin flames, and I'm talking also from my own personal experience, is that at the beginning when the awakening is, okay, um, that love between the two of them, it's out of this world simply because it's a soul vibration. It doesn't bow to any of the real world laws. Basically, you can't help it. There is nothing you can help. That's why the true love exists in a soul, and the true love always come back. That's why you and him are always have this game of push and pull, and that game push and pull begins the very first time the separation. So when the two twin flames they meet, they understand this perfect love, they feel this love inside of them, but for one way or another reason, when they don't find a way of being true to each other and don't commit to this love. I mentioned that in a lot of videos, specifically that part right there. You're gonna save yourself a whole lot of years of troubles, pain, suffering, guilt, whatever you want to call it. But since there is no education for a soul love, that it's out in the open, really mass opened out there, and people don't want to talk about this love simply because for them this is like a taboo, because usually the one person who they are connected with, they don't want to commit to that love. So it caused a lot of problems, the whole this part of the ignition. Through a lot of different talks I've been having over the last 2 3 years with a lot of twin flames, it comes into that they have something to solve. And what they need to solve? They need to solve the truth and being together. But how and what will do this? How they're gonna achieve this? I will make some two videos. The one it's called, I will be called the union to the low road, which is actually taken with the peace, with the love, and with understanding. And the other one, it's through the high load, through the high road, which is it's a heavy load to be, and that is through the pain, to the suffering, through the hard and hard life, until you don't understand where you belong to, and then you do the acceptance. It's all about the two roads of acceptance, the good road and the bad road. And either way, the shift has to happen, and the shift will be, doesn't matter what road you're taking. You have to, there is no good, there is no bad, as long as you're truth. And you learn this to unite yourself about the truth. And this part, a lot of people have a trouble to understand. So Jodi, I'm gonna put you back with your twin 20 years ago, even though that I don't know perfectly your journey and I don't understand, but I will tell you basically how that go, turn around. The first 2 years, you trying to figure out everything that it was. There is a lot of tensions between you and him. There was a lot of intensity feelings. Everything was crazy and high until one or the other tried to control the connection, tried to steer the connection. You and him didn't understood that you have to learn to be equal and in partnership, not control. And whatever reason happened between you and him, it caused a separation. This could be like you wanted to give him a love and he rejected simply because he's in so much pain. This could be that he wanted to give you the love and you run away without say anything. And there is this damage that it's been done between you and him. So over the years, you probably meet together again. It's like, okay, we need to solve this. You're trying to give the love again. But when you try to give the love again, everything is nice and perfect. But if you focus on the physical love and to be togetherness, you do not work out the problem of the separation. It didn't work out over to the anger, over to the aggravations, what causing it, what it did not causing it, and what is the real problem that triggers all that. So you're getting together and all of a sudden you don't even realize it. That trigger comes in because it needs to be worked out, it needs to be solved out, and it's not solved. And here you go, you're moving again in separation. Probably over like 2-3 years again, you're getting back together, you touch and you have all these feelings, you know, you have everything it's set up for you. You meet and everything goes okay until boom, there is something again, it's not worked out. Something has not been done. And this is why you need to focus the things that happened. You have to go back in time and solve all those problems, all the situations there was. If there is other people involved, you have to forgive. If there is a lot of misunderstanding between you and your twin, you have to go back there and solve this misunderstanding. For example, I didn't want to see you because I was so much in hurt. You caused me so much pain of your silence that you rejected my love. That is one of the most common part, is the rejections of love. If you tell your twin that you love them and they're the best in the world and they're rejecting the love, what they do without rejections, when they do that reject part, what they do is that they deny the reality, they deny the truth, and when they deny the truth, on the other side, the person already knows the truth, is awakened. That hurts a lot, simply because if you deny the truth, you're still looking at that person, you're still looking at to fix the problem, but you don't know how, you don't know the why. You're looking at that person, what happened to it. What happened is neither you or him was true to each other. And this is what happens through a lot of twin flames, that it's causing that pain. For example, they were working together at a store, and he looked at her, he was married, he has a kids, and he didn't understand what's going on. And he, all the time, he can go ahead and he have everything about her. He can joke. Everybody on the store, they knew that they should be together. She worked at the coffee part of the store. Inside of the store, there is like a coffee shop, and everybody felt like they have to be together. But here's the part: he comes in and comes out, comes in and comes out. One day he is angry, the next day he's in love. She comes in the backwards case, and she talked to me quite a few times, and she lives here in Chicago. And I told her, you have to go ahead and convince, you have to tell him, hey, I love you, let's figure the things out. What happened? He got laid off, and he was told not to come to the store. Later on, they have their phone numbers exchanged, so they have a contact. She go ahead to contact him. He contact her, and one of the time he's like, "Why do I have in the dreams for you? What I have to do with you?" He has to become his truth. And she texts me. It's like, "Dear, what am I supposed to do?" Well, did you ever tell him that you love him? No, I have a fear. And here's the part: that fear of love, fear of being the truth again counts out. And the way it's going on is that fear start create rejections in love, and the rejections in love creates the next stages of the separation. And I made this post on the Facebook on it. Rejection of love between twin flames lead to separation, suffering, lies, hate, silence, grief, anger, cultist person. Now, let me tell you what's that rejection. When you reject it, and you saying basically a one thing. You know what? I'm rejecting you because when I was ready to tell you that I love you, you didn't want to listen. Rejection also could come in from, I told you I love you and you never say a word. Or there is a personal one here I'm giving you. Hey, can we talk? Yes, and never did. So that is that rejection. And during that rejection, simply because the love is within the soul, that rejection caused a lot of problems, a lot of damages. So Jodi, I want you to pay attention on this. So if there was that rejection between you and him, what happened? You led to the separation, you suffer, you figure out the lies, the hate, the silence, the grief, anger, cult as a person. Those are the normal ones that actually affecting the twin flames. But there is a one special effect in that point that comes in. Is like, you know what? I'm hurt. I'm suffer, and now I'm gonna reject you so you can understand how to suffer. Boom. There is the mirror effect within the twin flames. You reject them, they reject you. And that rejection over the time, it causes a lot of problems. You might come together, you might been together for years, on and off, on and off, on and off. What happens is you never go ahead and, first of all, you don't forgive probably yourself for that rejection, or you don't forgive him for that rejection of love that caused the separation. This is gonna be a very tough to do it, simply because you have to put everything aside. You have to put ego, pride, time, everything. The only thing you have to be focused is about the love. And this is the picture as represents that the love is gonna be there forever. It doesn't matter in the eyes or not, but the love can melt all this. The love can help into it. And my personal advice to you, Jodi, is that with your twin, get together and go back in time. And from today all the way back to the 20 years, go see you and him what you did not forgive for each other. What was this thing that triggers the separation over and over and over again? Usually that trigger of that separation is the rejection of love. Either the one or the other rejected, and that's how the whole thing started. The best part to do this is go hug each other. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to accept, you accept. If you have to say, I'm sorry, it wasn't right, I'm so in pain, I'm sorry, I hurt you, I realize, I understand. That is how it's going to be fixed, all this situation. You don't fix that situation, anytime where something comes in, it's going to be triggered that. And when it triggers that, it's going to trigger the vibrations of separations between you and your twin. And here we go, you're going to be separated again. You're going to be go ahead and doing this crazy things until there's going to be the energy of the pull back. And this pull and push and pull, whatever you want to call it, that's why it exists, in order you to go back and solve the rejection. Go back and be your truth. Go back and vow to the love. Because that's all put you together. That's all you and him are. You two are love. But all you have to do is you have to figure it out to go through all this coldness as a person, anger, grief, silence, hate, lies, suffering. You have to go through the separation, and then you come back to it and you go ahead and solve the initial rejection of love. I hope this helped you, Jodi. I hope this helps out on everybody else, and I will make some more videos tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this. Be loved.